Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. When you picture the Great Wall of China, what comes to mind? Probably that iconic, majestic stone dragon snaking over green mountains. That's the Ming Dynasty wall, the one we see in all the pictures. But what if I told you that's just the final, famous version of a story that's over 2,000 years old? The Great Wall wasn't built once, it was built, rebuilt, and reimagined over and over again, and most of its earlier versions have practically vanished. Let's rewind the clock. Way back to before China was even a single, unified country, around the 7th century BC. During what's called the Spring and Autumn period, the land was divided into several rival states. To protect themselves from each other and from northern nomadic tribes, these states started building their own defensive walls. Think of them as ancient, independent security systems. They used whatever materials were available, mostly rammed earth, which is just compacted soil. These early walls, like the Wall of Qi or the Wall of Wei, were the true originators, the prototypes. They weren't a single great wall, but a patchwork of defenses built out of necessity. Then came the man who would change everything, Qin Huang, the first emperor of China, around 221 BC. He conquered the rival states and unified the country to create a single, massive northern defense line. He ordered the connection and reinforcement of many of the existing state walls. This was the first truly Great Wall. But here's the thing, it wasn't the stone masterpiece we know today. The Qin Wall was also primarily made of rammed earth. Imagine millions of workers toiling under harsh conditions, packing dirt layer by layer. This colossal project was an incredible feat of engineering, but because it was made of earth, much of it has eroded over the centuries, slowly returning to the landscape from which it came. It's a ghost wall, hidden in plain sight, after the Qin dynasty fell. Subsequent dynasties like the Han continued the tradition. The Han dynasty, in fact, pushed the wall even further west, deep into the deserts of modern-day Gansu province. To build in the desert, they developed a clever technique using layers of reeds, willow branches, and gravel mixed with water. These materials help bind the sandy soil together. Today, you can still find remnants of these Han Dynasty walls, looking like long, weathered ridges of earth, a testament to ancient ingenuity in a harsh environment. They don't look as grand as the Ming Wall, but they tell an equally important story of expansion and defense along the Silk Road. Why is the Ming Dynasty wall the one we all recognize? Well, after facing renewed threats from Mongol tribes in the 14th century, the Ming emperors launched the most ambitious wall-building project in history. This was when the construction techniques were perfected. They used robust materials like stone and kiln-fired bricks, held together with a surprisingly strong mortar made from sticky rice flour and lime. They built watchtowers, garrisons, and fortresses, creating the complex and formidable defensive system we see today. The Ming Dynasty essentially created the final draft of the Great Wall. And its durable construction is why it has survived so beautifully. The next time you see a photo of the Great Wall, remember that you're only looking at the last chapter of an epic saga. Beneath the surface lies a hidden history of forgotten walls, built by different peoples, in different times, for different reasons, from rammed earth ramparts to desert fortifications. These silent versions of the wall are just as much a part of its legacy. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time. If you found this as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more hidden histories. Let me know in the comments which version of the wall you'd most like to see. See you in the next video.